Well, hey everybody, hey, it's HeapCVA. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for your patience. Let's talk about a couple of things, and we're going to get right back into some gameplay today with Notruf 112, or emergency call 112, depends on where you're at. Let's talk about the struggle of making a video when things absolutely out of your control grab you by the throat. And I know that I'm not the only YouTube channel at my particular level that is having a struggle if they use open broadcasting software to record their games. I really like that software. I've been using it a ton. I switched over from Shadowplay a long time ago, and I was very happy with the switch. Recently, from what I've read, and all I can do is tell you what I've read, is OBS is talking about when Windows updated to the Creator update that just came out, it damaged OBS's ability to record certain games. Now they said DX9 games. A lot of people are experiencing it with games outside of DX9, including up to 11, even 12. And you're probably wondering, well, if there's a problem and it can't record, how are you recording this? Well, I went back to Shadowplay, which does good at recording the gameplay, but the audio, to me, needs work. And it's been a long time since I fooled around with it. I really had to tweak it, and I'm not even 100% sure that it's audio that I want, because I want you to hear the German dispatch in the background, and I'm not sure what it's going to sound like at the end. So here's what a couple seconds of this video, which looked like it was recording in OBS, look like. So I'm going to cut away so you can hear the audio as well as the video from that particular episode. So give me a sec. Well, hey everybody, it's HeapCVA. Once again, here we are at Notruf 112, or emergency call 112, depending on what you want to call it. Let's hit OK and get started. I guess we missed the staff meeting. In my other screen, I have the cliff notes, so to speak, of anything that's been going on with the game, and not seeing any updates since August 13th. All right, so I hope you kind of understand what's happening. That happened with Notruf 112. It's done it with 911 operator. It's done it with what other thing have I been? Turmoil. It did it with Creativerse. Those are the ones I've been fooling with lately. And man, does that slow things down. Between that and the thing with the virus, WannaCry, that has really put a barricade in progressing. And I was just trying to get started after being gone for a couple of weeks, and I'm not doing a very good job, and I have to apologize. I mean, some of it is not in my control, but other parts of it are. And so we're going to start Notruf here. Looks like we're in the fog. I haven't seen any text to tell me that there's been an update to this game since April 14th. So all we're hoping for with this is to see if we can get some good firefighting footage and other activities, see some alarms that we haven't seen prior. And so keep your fingers crossed about that. So we're going to go upstairs. And I'm looking as I move to see if they're doing like what Emerge NYC does, is sneak little things in, and I think that they're testing before they announce an update. Remember, we're in beta in this particular game, so it's definitely a cloudy day outside, which is weird. I don't think I've ever seen weather like this. It's almost always sunny. So that's interesting. But rather than we make you wait for an incident, I'm going to, like I always do, cut away, and I'll come back when we get dispatched to an incident. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. So I'll be right back. Well, okay, guys, here we are with the road traffic. Accident 1, which is, and usually you see the 3. So I'm kind of curious what a 1 is compared to a 3. Depending on which number is bigger or more important than the other. Alright, I notice everybody's continuing to slide down the poles, excuse me, instead of taking the stairs, and I like that. So, probably had a traffic accident because it's foggy outside. I'm trying to see who else is going. Just us and probably the ambulance. So, at least I think. There he is. A little bit slower getting out of the barn. Their van should be responding too. I don't quite see it, but still a little, the volume on the dispatching is still a little low. And I promise in subsequent videos I'll work real hard on that. Like I said, this version of Shadow Play I have not fooled with. And so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out at the end of the day. So, you know. So we have an ambulance. So I guess because it's a level 1, you don't get the other vehicle. So where am I? There I am. I'm the head kahuna, really? How did I get up there? That was interesting. Go to the long distance beacon. That was embarrassing. Come on. How close do I have to get? Which direction am I going? Out here. Sorry, I'm, trying to keep an eye on everything. Oh, I'm frantic as all get out, just trying to make sure that this works. That's unusual. What in the world is that? What in the world? Okay. I grabbed the wrong thing. Oh my God. I don't even remember that being on the fire truck last time. Hi guys. I mean, I was right here. I grabbed... See, that says long distance beacon. That's what I want right there. I wonder what that other thing is. They're not going to do anything till I get this right, That's the first time I've seen this on standing on that side getting... I'm going to pick this up and take it back with me. Obviously, I finally accomplished what they wanted me to accomplish. I don't think I've ever seen this come out of the fire truck. It's just weird. I'm going to go on this side. It's just weird. I went through here, did I not, or did I go on the wrong side? Do you remember? I've already forgotten. Go to side cutters. Okie doke. I know where those are. Get the battery cut, because that's what he did. That's done. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to run right through you. So he's going to spread the whatever they call it out. And we'll stand here and watch. Not exactly hours and hours of excitement, but it is what it is. So I got to get the broom out. You know, you look at what we're doing here and you think, well, this is pretty boring. Compare it to where okay, got it. What Emerge NYC's got going on right now. You know, even though there's some kind of silliness in this, I'll take it. You know, I will take it, because compared to the alternative, which, don't get me wrong, I like fooling around with Emerge NYC. It's just that this is going to give us more action play than the other one is right now. Some people have been asking me, and I know it's going to be an issue till further notice, if you can ever make the incidents in Emerge NYC go away. And I'm sorry, at this time, you just stack up calls and they just don't disappear. What I do is go from call to call, and just in my mind, I've taken care of one and I've moved on to the other. Or I focus on the one call that looks really good and would make the best video or still pictures, and leave the rest alone. You know, patrol them with one of the engines. If it's something worthy, then I'll go ahead and respond to all the other units. But if not, it is what it is. So they're heading back to the station. So I'm going to cut away because, like I said, the driving back to the firehouse isn't that exciting. And I'll come back when the next alarm goes off. So I'll see you in just a second. Well, hey guys, how are you? Back. Truck fire. So that usually empties a good part of the station. Got hung up on the cart. It's almost like I've forgotten where the buttons are. I swear. So they're going to send the ladder truck out with us. You know what kind of a truck fire that's going to be. So they're only sending the water tender, which is what I call it. I can't pronounce the word that they use for the game, so that tells me it's probably on the freeway or on the road, and it's a truck that pulls a trailer. Boy, it's taken them a while to get out of the barn. They're going to get chewed on. Oh, we don't have to go very far. There's the circle right there. There it is, all its glory. I want to see which guy's going to get the assignment to squirt the water. Probably waiting on an ambulance. So we'll wait for an assignment here. They're all just kind of staring at it. He's getting that set up. Most of them are just watching the fire. Not one of them is doing. There's somebody. What's he going to do? Let's keep an eye on him. Apparently he's just positioning himself. So what else can we do here? If I open all the things, will anybody do anything? He's kind of stuck. He should be doing something. So that is TLF. It's F3. And we'll do F1. Is that going to be that guy? Uh-oh. Things are going crazy. Look at the things flashing. I'm just going to put it down for now. It wants me to get this. See, now that guy is kind of frozen too. It's kind of weird. Well, that's why it's a beta, I guess. There you go. Go get B hose end. We can do that. From where? I'm looking to see if I can see anything illuminated so I can make sure I grab the right hose line. That is a B hose. What is this? This is a B hose end. Cute. Okay. I will run to the distributor with this. Because if I don't, no water supply. That truck is going to burn to the ground. Did that activate anything? There's somebody moving. That's always positive. So he's going to make the connection there. And I'm going to go back to this. He's still flashing, which is not so good. So Q, E, go to position. I don't know what position that might be. He's taking... Did he just carry the basket out? Looks like... I'm trying to figure out. None of them are doing what I would expect them to do. And while they've got that there, there's nobody doing anything here. And I always thought that they would use a hydrant, but they're not using a hydrant at all. So let's do this. See if we get somebody to do something once I get a water supply. Let's see. This goes in the inlet. What are they doing? We'll go out here and see what they're doing. Not a thing. So I'm just going to get... He's just standing there. He is totally frozen. I'm going to just take command. It looks like, irregardless of what they do, I can get the fire knocked down anyway. Let me go to this position. Do a little circular. That's the first time in a long time that the game has kind of lost its way there. It was doing pretty good. At least in the last episode we didn't have any of these lapses. But I'll be honest with you, with the video that didn't record, it did the same thing. So tells me that there's some work being done on the game. Not enough to announce an update or something like that, but enough to, you know, affect the level of gameplay in the beta, which is fine. Like I said, it's neither here nor there. So is the fire out? I guess the fire's out. They're still mad at me for the B hose kind connection. It looks to me like I'm going to have to pick everything up and put it away myself. Because he's just standing there like somebody, you know, is not going to let him do it. So, let me break away. I will get this all squared away, and I'll be right back, okay? Give me a sec. Well, hey guys, we are back. I had to restart, as you can imagine. Going to a car fire. You know, like I said, at least we're headed for flamage. I don't even know if you can really hear what I'm saying when I say that. As I land on that guy's head. Sorry about that. Yeah, it froze up and I had to restart just to get because the vehicles were never going to leave the scene and I'd have been stuck. So, as you can tell, the weather's definitely changed since I was talking to you last. Sun came out, no more fog. So we're going to a simpler car fire. We're going by ourselves. So, you know, I'm still getting used to when the what I call a water tender, a little water tanker, goes with you and when it stays in the station. It is certainly not following us, so we must believe that we can put it out with what we got. So my guess is it's going to be that guy there. But let me guess that. Oh, I did get it. Sometimes happen and sometimes doesn't. All right. Let's get positioned here. And we will stir it up a little bit and knock this thing out no time flat. As you can see, we're already done. Which is good, because I wouldn't want this to be the end of the video, is just a car fire. So, knock that out no time flat. And so while they're standing here staring at this thing, trying to decide what they're going to do, I will cut away, and I'll see you when the next alarm goes off. So, hold on to your seat. Hopefully we'll get something exciting. Well, hey guys. As you can tell, we are going to a traffic accident. Okay, I was on the other side of the station, so I wasn't near the poles to slide down them. It's a level 1, so I don't see that as being tremendously exciting. I hope it's easy so we can squeeze in at least one more alarm and hopefully give ourselves a chance at something with flames attached to it. But we'll go ahead and go to this response. I'm trying to see what comes out of the barn as far as the ambulance. Just him, so now I'm starting to get an idea of what the levels are. So level 1 probably is minor injuries, you know, pop the hood, disconnect the battery, those kind of things. Because it didn't look like anybody was being extricated. So here comes the ambulance. Alright, let's see what we get for an assignment here. Is there somebody in the vehicle? There is nobody in the vehicle. So it's more of a thing like what he's doing. He's going to pop the hood. I don't know where he's going, but he'll pop the hood and I'd probably undo the battery. We'll take care of fluids and call it a day. Probably realistic. There we go, getting the side cutters. Takes 2 hands apparently to pull them out of the compartment. So we'll slide over, click them real quick. Excuse me guys. I'm be surprised if they didn't ask us to. There he goes. He's getting the absorbent. I call it absorbent. The game may call it something else. He definitely wants to walk to the back of the fire engine first. Why? Can't tell you. My guess is there's going to be a broom come out here sooner or later. So I'm just going to stand here because if somebody gets an assignment, maybe I'll get it. You know it's bad when I'm excited about getting the broom. There's a lot of standing around that goes on. You know, the staffing on this engine is so much higher than it would be in the US. Okay, took care of that. They're putting everything away. I guess I got to go through the compartment to put that away. Are they going to tell us to sit down? I got to put those little carts back. All right, Cap, boss, whatever you are. Okay, so I'm going to cut away and keep your fingers crossed that the next incident will be something worthy of videoage. So please be patient. I appreciate it. And I'll see you when the bell goes off again. So see you in just a little bit. Well, you guys, well, I said just about anything with flame, and I got it. Here we go to a small conflagration. You know what that's going to look like. But it beats going on an oil spill. So, you know, like I said, I roll a dice in this game. I don't, if I wanted to sit here for a couple hours, I guess I could wait for the perfect calls. And maybe I will do that someday, but I figured you guys would much rather do it the other way. Are we fighting over a chair? I guess not. But, you know, I'll have to see and fool around with the game a little bit to see if I can find out why it's doing the boom, boom. Boy, what a way to end the day, huh? We took out 2 cars with that one. Unfortunately, it's not worth making a thumbnail out of, because unless you saw the video, you would have no idea why I took that picture. So it's something I'm going to have to just say. If you saw, when you see the video, you'll laugh, because you know, if you're to that point, I've already overtalked myself. So here's our big conflagration. So as soon as he comes to a stop, get the, oh, I got to set down the cones first. Thank you. Run those out. I gotta have the fire out before we get all the cones set up. Oops, sorry. This is gonna go out. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna go out in like 4 seconds. That was absolutely anticlimactic, as they would call it in the movie theater. I feel so bad. But with that being said, thanks so much for coming by the channel. I really appreciate you coming by. I know there's been a little bit of a gap in the videos being uploaded. I hope you understand why I've been struggling with software issues and whether this is shut the gate. Why will it not shut the gate? Because I didn't close that. Or part of the virus thing is yet to be seen. I did some reading this morning for about 2 hours, just trying to figure things out, and never really got a very good answer other than from Open Broadcast Software, which those guys sound pretty frazzled, about this whole thing. Can you imagine how many people they've got to deal with to get each antivirus company to help them out by patching something that may be a problem between the antivirus program and Windows? Oh. So that being said, like I said, thanks for coming by. If you have any comments, please leave them below here for this particular video. I really appreciate it. Questions, comments, say hi. I usually do my best to get to them in a maximum of 48 hours. If you got no comments, which is okay, if you can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, lets me know if this video is worthy or if I need to go back and work on it some more. And it'll also tell me whether or not Shadow Play is doing what it needs to do to kind of keep us covered while we're waiting to find out what happens with OBS. At the end of the day, hope you're having a great day, great evening, wherever you are on the planet. Hope things are going or did go the way you wanted them to. We will talk to each other in the next video. And you guys have a great week. Take care.